It's time for a little follow-up from yesterday's video in a very fun for five way. What's going on, everyone? It's Rich Haywood here for Bacon Ice Cream Productions and Team RTFC, welcoming you to yet another episode of Good Times with Rich and Rich and Fun for Five. Yeah, that's right. Just had a little bit of a, I don't know, like a brainwave while I was at work today, and I had done some more research from yesterday's video. We had gotten the troubleshooting done. You know, we were able to recover the quote unquote lost hard drive, and you know, I didn't finish the installation of Metal Gear Solid from yesterday's pickup video on the Polymega, and I was like, you know what? As an update, why don't we not only just, you know, do the thing, right, and make sure like, oh, it works, you know, it's cool, a little test video, and hey, I can show you everything it works and it's great. But I started talking to some people. In 1998 was a really long time ago. And yes, there's a lot of games that are in the zeitgeist, and yes, there's a lot of people that know a lot of things, and especially in our age, you know, my age group, that everyone knows about the titles that we're going to talk about in some of these things. But I was like, you know what? You know, it'd be fun for some of the people that don't know what's going on with the PlayStation and how cool it was. Why don't we fun for five the games that we collect? So there we are. We're going to fun for five games that we are installing directly onto the Polymega as we go along, because I think that's kind of a fun thing. And yeah, some of them are going to be seminal titles. You already know, like in our rating system, you know, we play a game for 5 minutes and we decide whether or not it's worth your time. Well, the title that we're about to talk about, it's not only worth your time, but, you know, it's going to be one of these. Certainly not going to be not great. It's not going to be even but. Yeah, definitely we're going to find some fun in this one. But it's not even knocking on the door. It's probably holding the chalice and running around with the certified good times. That's the level of the game we're talking about right here. And what game are we talking about today? We're talking about Metal Gear Solid for the PlayStation. It came out in 1998. 2 discs from Konami. Says Metal Gear Solid follows Solid Snake, a soldier who infiltrates a nuclear weapons facility to neutralize the terrorist threat from Foxhound, a Renegade Special Forces unit. Snake must liberate 2 hostages, confront the terrorists, and stop them from launching a nuclear strike. This game was directed, produced, and co-written by series creator Hideo Kojima. Metal Gear Solid is often recognized as one of the key titles involved in popularizing the stealth game genre and was critically acclaimed. As I mean, 100% right in there. Was ready to go. So let's hop in to the Polymega. Take a look at some more things. You know, maybe maybe there's some other things in here. Ooh, there's related games. That's kind of neat. Oh, very cool. Very cool. And we can take a look at some of these things and then you know, play a little Metal Gear Solid in a fun for five, and I can tell you whether or not it has achieved certified good times or not. I mean, it's kind of spoiler, but you know, let's do it anyway. Let's go. All right, here I am in the box. We had successfully installed on the external drive the Metal Gear Solids 2 discs. Like I said, here it is. This is the game. It's stealth combat. It has related games. Metal Gear 1. It's weird that Snake's Revenge isn't on here. But I guess they're just like, no, that's not a related game. Then Metal Gear Solid VR Missions, which is not installed. But that's weird. It says Metal Gear Solid 1 version 1.1 is also not installed. That's interesting. Huh. And VR Missions, should have been installed. Maybe we forgot to install that one. We can do another fun for five on that because it's pretty cool. So anyway, we can go up to here and hit play, and then we're going to start a new game, and let's go. Let's play. There it is. All these games open with these cinematic things. And when you got it back then and opened it up, you knew you were going to be in for something. I'm probably going to get whacked with a copyright notification or something. Because Harry Gregson Williams wrote the soundtrack on this. And he wrote like movie scores and stuff. This is one of the first times you actually
nuclear weapons disposal facility on Shadow Moses Island in Alaska's Fox Archipelago was attacked and captured by Next Generation Special Forces, being led by members of Foxhound. They're demanding that the government turn over the remains of Big Boss, and they say that if their demands are not met within 24 hours, they'll launch a nuclear weapon. You'll have 2 mission objectives. First, you're to rescue DARPA Chief Donald Anderson and the president of Armstech, Kenneth Baker. Both are being held as hostages. Secondly, you're to investigate whether or not the terrorists have the ability to make a nuclear strike and stop them if they do.
What's the insertion method?
We'll approach the disposal facility by sub.
And then?
You'll launch a one-man SDV. After the SDV gets as close as it can, dispose of it. From there on, you'll have to swim.
He basically just got shot out like a torpedo, which is pretty crazy.
High-tech Special Forces Unit Foxhound, your former unit, and one that I was a commander of.
So they're still around.
There are 6 members of Foxhound involved in this terrorist activity. Psycho Mattis, with his powerful psychic abilities. Sniper Wolf, a beautiful and deadly sharpshooter. Decoy Octopus, master of disguise. Vulcan Raven, giant and shaman. And Revolver Ocelot, specialist in interrogation and a formidable gunfighter. And finally, in charge of them, Foxhound squad leader, Liquid Snake.
Liquid Snake?
The man with the same codename as you. The nuclear weapons disposal facility covers the whole island. I'll instruct you by codec after you reach your target.
Anyone going with me?
As usual, this is a one-man infiltration mission.
Weapons and equipment OSP?
Yes. This is a top-secret black op. Don't expect any official support.
I mean, it's like games like this. It's just like opening a movie, right? You know, it's pretty crazy. I think this plays at the beginning of the game as well, before it gets to this, which is the title screen. So we'll skip it if it is the case. But even the menu, it's just epic, epicness all the way. Like, you know you're in for something when you're about to play this game. All right. So we'll get to new game. What's the options? Caption on. All right, that's cool. All right. Meow. Normal. Oops. All right. I want to say that it's going to do it again. Oh, actually, no. It continues on. It has like full opening credits and everything. Like, come on. I know most games that are like this have this now. This is just a throwaway. But this was like one of the first games that actually had something like this. It's crazy.
I'm going to swat down a couple of bothersome flies.
Yeah, get right in on the action. Meow.
This is Snake. Colonel, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. What's the situation, Snake?
Looks like the elevator in the back is the only way up.
Just as I expected. You'll have to take the elevator to the surface, but make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the select button. When we need to contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the select button. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
Got it. Okay, I'm ready to go.
All right. So then it opens up, and you can control the character for the first time. But you gotta learn all the controls. You also gotta make sure that in your see these guys got a field of cone of vision. Whoops. My bad. Oh no! Where's my... Ah. Snake?
What happened? Snake! Snake!
Alright, there we go. Let's just try this again. I wonder if it... No, it doesn't have the...
What was that noise?
There we go.
Snake, there's an elevator there you can take up to the ground. You'll just have to wait for the elevator to come down. You better hide somewhere.
Oh shit. Oh jeez. Well, that was not good. I haven't played this one in a while. I just want to see if I can get to the... So it used to be able to... It used to be able to like choke everybody out and like do whatever. I can't remember all these moves. So if I just stay there... The guy straight up didn't even notice me. Fuck.
What was that noise? What was that noise?
So he's just looking there. So he went that way.
Snake, there's an elevator there you can take up to the ground. You'll just have to wait for the elevator to come down. You better hide somewhere.
There we go. So that guy comes down. And he looks around. There we go. We made it! We did it! We did the thing! Just like, oh, I mean, just ditch all this gear. Yeah, it's still epic. Lots of talking in
It's
this.
Snake. I'm in front of the disposal facility.
Excellent, Snake. Age hasn't slowed you down one bit.
How's that sneaking suit working out?
I'm nice and dry, but it's a little hard to move.
Bear with it. It's designed to prevent hypothermia. This is Alaska, you know.
Take it easy. I'm grateful. If it weren't for your suit and your shot, I would have turned into a popsicle out there.
An anti-freezing peptide, Snake. All of the genome soldiers in this exercise are using it.
I see. I'm relieved to hear that. Already tested, huh? By the way, how's the diversionary operation going?
2 F-16s just took off from Galena and are headed your way. The terrorist radar should have already picked them up.
Behind D. Colonel, what's a Russian gunship doing here?
I have no idea, but it looks like our little diversion got their attention. Now's your best chance to slip in unnoticed.
All right, good stuff. We're about to get technical control again.
There are only 18 hours left until their deadline. You've got to hurry.
Wow, you must be crazy to fly a hind in this kind of weather.
Who's that?
Oh, sorry. I haven't introduced you to yet. This is Mei Ling. She was assigned to us as our visual and data processing specialist. She designed your codec, as well as your Soliton radar system. Contact her if you have any questions about either of them.
Nice to meet you, Snake. It's an honor to speak to a living legend like yourself. What's wrong?
Nothing. I just didn't expect a world-class designer of military technology to be so cute.
You're just flattering me.
No, I'm serious. Well, I know I won't be bored for the next 18 hours.
Come on. I can't believe I'm being hit on by the famous Solid Snake.
Yikes.
But I'm surprised. You're very frank for a trained killer.
Looks like we both have a lot to learn about each other.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to learning about the man behind the legend. But first, let me explain about your Soliton radar system.
Oh, this is like the whole...
The white dot in the middle is you, Snake. The red dots are your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents their field of vision.
Be careful, Snake. The genome soldiers have highly developed senses of hearing and vision due to their gene therapy. Make sure you don't let them see you.
First, I want you to infiltrate the disposal site and look for the DARPA chief.
The DARPA chief was injected with the same GPS transmitting nanomachines as you.
He should appear on your radar as a green dot.
Get whatever information you can from him about the terrorists. If he's alive, that is.
Snake, your radar isn't affected by the weather, but if you're discovered by an enemy, you won't be able to use it.
Yes, it gets jammed easily, I'm afraid.
Yes, it's all made from currently existing technology. You won't be able to use it in an area with strong harmonic resonance, so be careful.
We'll be monitoring your movements by radar, so contact us by codec anytime you want.
Got it. I'll call if I'm feeling lonely.
Seriously, Snake, we're here to back you up, so call if you need some information or advice.
I'm also in charge of your mission data. Contact me if you want me to record your current status. My frequency is 140.96. It's a dedicated frequency for saving data. Don't forget it.
Remember, except for your binoculars, you're naked. You need to arm yourself with whatever weapons you can find.
I remember. First, I'm strip searched by Dr. Naomi here, and then all my weapons are taken away. Imagine yourself put in that position.
Well, if you make it back in one piece, maybe I'll let you do a strip search on me.
Jeez.
I'll hold you to that, Doctor. By the way, sorry to disappoint you, but I did manage to smuggle out my smokes.
How did you do that?
In my stomach. Thanks to the shot you gave me that suppressed my stomach acids.
Cigarettes? How are those going to help you?
You never know.
If you want to get in, there's the front door. It's the fastest way, but there's too much risk of being spotted by the enemy.
I can't just knock on the door and ask them to let me in. There's one sentry on the left and one on the right. They're armed with 5.56ers and pineapples.
What about the air duct near the door? There should also be a duct on the second floor.
I can't see it from here.
I'll let you decide the best COA. I'm counting on you, Snake.
All right. So we got back into the rhythm there. So we're going to go ahead and just do a creation of the save state data right there. And then we'll go ahead and exit, go get to the wrap up, see what we got. All right, so that was the beginning of Metal Gear Solid. I don't necessarily have to go any further, and like we've got the not great. That's definitely not it. We've got the yeah, but that's definitely not it. We got the yes, the fun was found. But this game, I know it is a little slow going in the beginning. I'm not going to lie. But this game is absolutely certified good times. If you guys haven't played it, if you guys don't know what this is, if you're like, oh, what's this old man talking to me about some PlayStation game, you got to get your hands on something. It's everywhere. You know, you got it on here. You get it on PlayStation Classics. I think you can still play. I think you might be able to play it through PS5 if you got the advanced PlayStation Plus thing. They've remade it a couple times. It's on GameCube. It's on it's like all sorts of different places. It's just an awesome game. And you should definitely check it out. So it is 100% worth your time, and it's worth the playthrough all the way through. Speaking of playthroughs, if you want to see this get put on the list for that old completion quest, yeah, these games like that Phantasy Star, let me know. So I'll gladly put this on the list, and yeah, we'll get in there and do some stuff there. These games are usually a little bit shorter, so we should probably be able to get them done in a more manageable amount of time. These PlayStation action kind of games. So anyway, let me know. We'll have some fun doing some things. Let me know if you know about Metal Gear Solid, if it's one of your favorites, if it's a thing. Do you disagree about the fact that I think it's a certified good times game? Anything, just let me know down below in the comments, and we'll check it out. All right, so now that we're at the end of a video here at Bacon Ice Cream Productions, we have to do one thing only, and you know what it is. It is thank, of course, the members of the Good Times Club. So let's do that right now. Let's thank the EverCanadian, Crimson Cross, Cures Games, Chris Westerman, Phantom Fiction, Skeletrex, Lidar Gem, Papa Pete, The Intellivision Gamer, Ken LaCure, Mr. Shua, John Willig, Gunzy20, Tales from the Jundland Waste, Herb Wars, and Immortal Sojourn. Thanks you guys all so much for the support, for hanging out with us here on the channel, for bringing us things like 1080p StreamYard, for all the fun things. Thank you guys all so much for just being here and chilling with us. Again, if you like the things that we're doing right now with the Polymega and the Fun for Five and Fun for Five and games that are like kind of like out there or whatever, just collecting and all that kind of stuff, let me know, because I will continue to do so. I think I might do it excuse me, anyway, just kind of like get some of these games that are like, you know, there's some deep cuts out there that people might not know about, and we should Fun for Five them and tell you whether or not it's worth your time. So I hope you guys are interested in that, and again, let me know down below. If you want to join, hit the join button. If you want to not do that, that's fine. Leave likes, leave dislikes, leave subscriptions, hit those subscribe buttons for more content here on the channel. We're on a roll, so I want to keep it on a roll. So help me do that by letting me know that you want more by hitting that button for me. All right. Thank you once again for watching, and until next time, we will catch you next time for some good times. I'm Rich, and we will see you later. Take it easy, guys.
rtsc.baconicecream.com